This is a lecture from Open Tuition. For the free lecture notes that go with this podcast, please visit opentuition.com.
Okay, I'm on June 2013, it's F7. I'm going to be looking at question 5, which is about investment properties and a company called Speculate. 5 marks and 5 marks, only 10 mark question. Define investment property, explain how the treatment carried at fair value differs from the owner-occupied property carried under evaluation. And then for 5 marks, prepare extraction, Speculate Centre statement of another comprehensive statement of financial position in respect to the property. In case of property B only, state how it will be classified in Speculate's consolidated statement of financial position. In case of property B only, state how it will be classified. Property B, right to a subsidiary at a fair value. That would be. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay, define investment property. Investment property is property which is held not for use in the ordinary course of business, but is held for its rental income potential or for capital appreciation. We could continue and say it's not held for use in administration, production, nor other activity other than rental income or capital growth. Now some of you are going to say that's not the definition according to IAS 40. You're absolutely right. I am not so familiar with IAS 40 that I could give you a verbatim definition. Explain how the treatment of investment property under fair value is different from owner-occupied property under evaluation. Okay, so part A2, if it's investment property at fair value, it needs an annual reassessment of fair value, and any change in fair value will go through the statement of income. Whereas if it's owner-occupied on revaluation model, again, annual reassessment, but this time any change goes through comprehensive income and not therefore through statement of income. Right. Part B, speculate on the following properties. Property A, we'll deal with property A first. Property A. It's used by speculators to speculate for admin purposes, depreciated historic cost of 2 million. So it's owner occupied. On 1st of April at a remaining life. So it's the first day of the accounting year. It's got a 20-year life. It's held at 2 million. So 2 million divided by 20. Oh, God. It's 100,000 per annum, isn't it? After you're gone as a first, so halfway through the year, it was let to a third party and reclassified as investment property. Okay, so it was 2 million. 6 months depreciation is 50,000. So 1950 is the carrying value at 1st October 2012. It has a fair value of 2.3, so we need to revalue by 350, and that's going to go to statement of comprehensive income, and at the end of the year it's risen to 2.34, so revalue, and that's going to go to statement of income, and that's the carrying value of investment property at 31st of March 13. Property B, sublet to subsidiary, fair value of 1.5 at the start of the year. That's gone up to 1.65. That's a revalue, and that goes to a statement of comprehensive income. So 1.65 is the carrying value at 31.3. In case of property be on the state, how it will be classified in Speculate's consolidated statement. Well, it's not investment property. So, property, plant and equipment. And rental income would be cancelled from the subsidiaries' costs and from Speculate's sundry income. It will be depreciated, presumably, over 50 years, but certainly over estimated remaining useful life, whereas, and I ought to go back up here, just let me make that look like life. Whereas this one will be no depreciation after 110.12. That's an 18-minute question. Where am I going? That's an 18-minute question. It's 15:22. Oh, I didn't write the time. Damn. 15:22 finish. I think I should be in time there. Have I finished it? What does it ask? Extracts from other countries, statement of financial position. Yeah. Balance sheet, statement of financial position. We're going to have an investment property shown at 2.34. We've got PPE shown at 1.65. Statement of income, we're going to have depreciation on property A of 50,000, and depreciation on property B, not depreciation, revalue on property B of 40,000. The statement of comprehensive income, we've got a revaluation for property A of 350 and a revaluation of property B of 150. I think those figures are right, aren't they? Yeah, 150, 40, 350, depreciation of 50. Yeah, I think so. Okay, that should do it. That's the end of the June 2013 F7 exam.